All right, so we're gonna actually take some time and by special request do a demo on hair. And this is my friend Jackie. She has long, luxurious locks. So if you have really long hair, here are some options. This is a possible option for doing hair with this style. And first I'm gonna talk a little bit while I prep her hair for gloriousness. I'm going to talk about 18th century hair was huge. If anyone has looked at fashion plates or portraits, you've got some serious volume in 18th century hair. The bigger the hair, the better. My favorite are those paradoxical art drawings that they have when women have hair with ships on it, and that was actually a real thing. But huge hair that's like twice the size of their body. Jackie's hair is long enough we can almost get that. She's also very small, so hey, you know, it works out. But there's lots of foundational pieces that they had that they would put in their hair. We do not have one of those for Miss Jackie, so what I am doing is I am creating a base. I'm ratting. I was a theater major in college, spent a lot of time learning how to rat, trying not to be too mean to her. With said ratting, I want her to be able to wash her hair at some point. Proper 18th century woman might not wash her hair for a while. If you get it all in palm-aided into place, it'll be nice. I am not using any, I'm going to interrupt myself and say I am not using any historically appropriate tools for doing her hair. I am using my modern things that most of you probably have at home. That way you can kind of see what I do with modern pieces. My hat just blew away. That way you can kind of recreate it on your own. So I have a nice little nest, and I'm going to make a base for your hair. And this does not have to look very pretty because we're going to cover it. But I just wanted to give her some good volume. I'm going to hold this not in my mouth because I'm talking to a video camera. Hold that for me, doll. I'm going to give you another base because you have a lot of hair. Very jealous of how much hair you have. While I work on this piece, I'm going to say, can you grab that book? And I'm going to have my videographer pull a site to that. A book that I recommend for hair doing is the American Duchess 18th Century Beauty Guide. They have a lot of cool recipes for making your own 18th century makeups and hair tools. They have beautiful hair designs and patterns for some of the pieces that you can make for your hair. I know a lot of people who have used it, and I highly recommend it if you want a step-by-step picture tutorial and find some of those recipes that work for 18th century makeup and hair supplies. Can I have that bobby pin?
Yes.
Thank you, my dear. Sorry.
And you're just kind of rolling the hair up.
Yep, I am just
Into
rolling
tubes.
the hair up into tubes currently because, like I said, this is all foundational. But I still want it to be straight and secure. I'm not pinning it a lot. The fortunate thing about ratting is it kind of helps things stay. I'm going to take my ring off. So she's got a really nice donut going on, and that is what we're going to build her hairstyle on top of. So I'm going to do similar to the one that we did with you last time. And I'm going to hold this much back. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to have you shift in your seat this way just a hair. And I'm going to cover these with lovely curls and smooth the hair kind of around it. And I'm going to give her little curls at the top of her head. Your hair is going to be huge, and I'm so excited about it.
Go for it. The higher the better.
That is exactly what you would say as an 18th century lady. The bigger, the better. So the nice thing about using her own hair as a foundational piece is you don't have to cover super smooth. So what I did here, I guess I did tease it a little bit so I have a little bit more texture. Her hair is soft. And I'm wrapping it around my fingers and then just the ends because it's very long, and rolling it to make these little almost like waves. Like, think of the surfer movies and the surfer comes through the wave that's rolling past. I'm gonna make little rolls like that. So the downside of using your own hair as the foundational piece is you do have to be careful about how it holds. So, let's see, the weight has gotten up there already and it's collapsing a bit, but we'll be okay. I'm gonna spray it.
And is there anything significant about the placement of all the curls? It's just kind of whatever artistically looks nice.
Yep. I kind of do it differently every time. Sorry, I got a pin in my mouth. Based off of what you want. And I'm gonna say as a, will you hold that? I'm having struggle busing.
Yep.
And I will say, as a fabric person, you have to be the master of your fabric. As a hair person, you have to be the master of your hair. You kind of just stick it where it needs to and wants to go. It can have a life of its own, and as you're doing it, you'll just kind of figure out, this is where this one wants to go. This is where this one wants to go. I wanted it to go here. Guess that's not happening. That happens a lot. I'm gonna end up making like a nice little roll on top of her head. Alright, can you spin a little bit more for me? I'm very sorry, my dear.
It's okay.
This one I'm not even gonna tease because we don't need that extra volume. This one. I'm going to actually place that one. So she's just gonna have a cluster of curls on top of this nice little mound we made. So I just placed another little curl on top of that. All right, now you turn for me. Okay, I'm gonna, and I when doing it on myself and on others as a whole, I tend to do the top last, because that's the part that everyone's going to see most of the time, and it will be affected by the other pieces. And so many times I get the front set so it looks perfect and I love it, and then I do everything else and then I hate the front and I have to redo it because it has shifted as stuff has gotten in place, or it has gotten pinned under things and I don't like the way it looks. So I always do that at the very end.
And I think it's kind of interesting that you roll the hair towards you, so you get this really nice, the hair goes under and then the curl sits on top of it.
Yeah, you get the really nice defined look if you do it that way.
Feel free to use a lot of hairspray. I don't know if any of this is
I was
gonna
saying,
stay.
it is already shifting, so this might not stay by the end of the day, but it'll work for our video purposes.
Now, does it work better with like clean hair or dirty hair?
That
like
depends on the hair. So everyone always says, I've always been told, you want your hair a little bit dirty, it adds texture. For my own personal hair, I cannot do it dirty. I did it dirty today, and there's a reason that I have all of it under a cap. Like, I painstakingly spent a while on my hair because it was not working. My hair was too soft, it was too weird, it just was not working well. And then I finally got it all in place, which took way longer than it usually does, and it immediately started sliding out of the bobby pins. So, and that's just one day from clean. If I do my hair fresh and clean, it'll hold, and I don't even need hairspray. So that depends on, honestly, the texture of your hair and who you are. You'll probably know better. Like, I know that if I curl my hair on a day that I wash it, it'll hold the curl for 5 days, but if I curl my hair the day after I wash it, it will hold for maybe 20 minutes. So that I recommend knowing the texture of your hair and what it likes to do and planning accordingly. So now we're at the front. I'm gonna move around here.
while I trip over the tent stakes. That's great.
Timber!
Home, sorry, I'm right in the thing. Okay, chin up for me, doll.
Mm-hmm.
You got a little lopsided.
Like I said, my hair doesn't like the whole shape very much. And this is after one day where I didn't wash my hair. I probably should have left it a couple more days because my hair does get more texture the longer that I have it.
Just so funny. And we're gonna spend some time floofing after I get that.
Is that a technical term?
Very much a technical term. Okay. Hairspray, please. Sorry, camera woman. Thank you. Sorry. Wow, that
okay.
just sprayed my face.
I was wondering why I didn't feel wet.
Well, I didn't get to finish my first cup of coffee, but I did get to eat most of a can of hairspray. How's your Saturday going, world? All right, spin around for me. I'm
Okay.
making you move again.
That's back.
And this back is just everywhere.
Like I said.
Can I have the comb, please?
Yes.
Well, now that I got I think the brightness balance right, I can see your hair best, but you are glowing like the sun.
So I made the mistake of not spraying her nest. And like they say in the American Duchess book, that's why it's great to do the foundational hair pieces. We just don't have that yet for Miss Jackie. So this is what I'm just pinning that up. Head forward for me.
What do you mean head
Yeah,
forward?
normal.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Oh,
I
the
wanted-
front looks so majestic.
But yeah, I wanted to see what that looked like. And now I'm going to give her a little fancy. I should have saved a little bit more.
It'll be very delicate braid.
It will be a very delicate little braid.
Oh yeah, you need to take a lot of my hair to get
Yeah.
any sort of texture of a braid. Because even though my hair feels very thick, if it doesn't have any texture to it, it makes little braids.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
See, you learn something new every day. I might not actually like the braid because it's a little too small. See, I'm making an artistic choice. I was going to do a fun braid off the back of her head, but I did not save enough. So I'm actually going to lump that in to cover up all the pinning that I did for securing that. That actually works a little bit better. Now, for doing this on your own hair, it definitely takes practice. It took me a couple of years to get comfortable doing my own hair for shows. And I would recommend getting someone to help you in the beginning. And you doing it and them watching you and helping you place things in a way that makes sense. And work with multiple mirrors. So you can have the one mirror behind you to help you guide things into place. I'm just gonna fluff those around a little bit. And she's got this nice, massive curls and this pretty hairdo. Yay!
Give it a lovely.
Excellent. What time is it?
You can do some accenting too with ribbons and things like that as well.
Ta-da!
Oh, hey, ribbon.
That's the one from last time.
Sweet. Okay, awful. Sorry, everybody.
Copyright strike.
And you can also do a lot of fun things with your caps. You could do they have fun bejeweled pins if you're doing your hair for a formal event. You could do bows, tuck them in wherever you see fit. There's a lot that you can do with it, and adorned hair was very, very, very popular. So take advantage of that. Do fun things with it.
You're modest without a ribbon.
Yeah, you're modest without a ribbon. Put a ribbon on.
I always put a ribbon where the ugliest spot is.
I usually, when it's lopsided, I find the side that was supposed to have something and then didn't, and stick a ribbon there. Sometimes my hair looks really good, and then I stick a ribbon where it actually looks best. That's only happened on 2 occasions. And then just, how's it feel? Feel secure? Perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty secure.
That's good.
And we ran out of storage space.
Perfect. Time to stop.
It is stopped.
Cool.
Okay.
That